Rochester, a $65 million city project, takes its next steps toward completion. The design for Rochester's outdoor sports and recreation facility went before the City Council for approval during this week's meeting. After annexing about 160 acres of land in February, council members approved the design plans for the future sports complex with a 5-2 vote. The first phase of this is for outdoor amenities. Our Ryder Blair has an update.
Motion carries 5-2.
Phase 1 of the sports complex in southeast Rochester was designed with feedback from a portion of the community and will encase 10 turf sports fields, 12 pickleball courts, a playground, an outdoor basketball court, and more.
We had the opportunity to pull together a group of around 14 community members that made up the working group. There were 3 different meetings.
The complex will use $65 million approved by taxpayers in 2023. Chris Armstrong reminds the council the original plan marketed to taxpayers was an indoor and outdoor facility.
The current proposal is very different from how it was marketed to the voters. And the community working group appears to be made up of people who are already thinking well within the proposal.
Parks and Rec's division head Ben Bolt says the approved design is aimed at benefiting the city economically through renting the complex's fields and courts.
And how we can make that work financially to be operating at a neutral or positive way year over year as the complex opens.
However, Ward 2 Councilmember Nick Miller was one of the 2 votes against Phase 1's design on Monday. Miller says he's not confident in the operational benefit.
I would really like to see an operating model before I feel comfortable supporting this. I feel like there are a lot of assumptions that are built into how many tournaments we need, the cost of the project, and what the benefit is to the community.
Ward 1 Councilmember Patrick King voted for the proposed design on Monday, but says the city did itself a disservice without enough money for the indoor facilities.
I don't know where the funds come from for phase 2, because we're not going to do another sales tax. We're not, so I don't think of this as phase 1 and we have to get done with that so we can start phase 2. Phase 2 is the first part of that is fundraising.
There is an area of the complex that is a grass field and part of a parking lot. This will be for phase 2 of the project, a 128,000 square foot indoor facility. However, phase 2 still needs nearly $60 million more of the city's money to build. The city hopes the commercial lots near the complex can be sold and developed to help fund phase 2.